get into this match, because we have a TVC, I think this is going to be a really good one. These guys are teammates, both on the brand new team, Matcherino. Matcherino Gaming, delving into StarCraft with a team. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have Future. The future of gaming. Our American representation in today's bracket. His opponent in the upper left-hand corner, we just saw him take down Triple H. It is the Blueser, Demi. Our Indian representation of the day. Both of these gentlemen, very sweet. Kind people. It is, I'm really stoked to see Matcherino join, or like create a team. Join the teams of StarCraft. Matcherino has facilitated like literally over $1 million in prize pools to StarCraft tournaments. I'm pretty sure they hit $1 million in StarCraft tournaments. They do other, like, facilitate other tournament prize pools as well, but obviously we have a Matcherino for this event. I've had a Matcherino for almost every single event I've run. It's, once you get all the players with accounts and everything and using it, it's a really easy way to pay people out. And, you know, they offer free codes, so they are putting in extra dollars for clicks. And honestly, in just my tournaments, just the tournaments I've put on, Matcherino's probably sponsored like $1,000 of the tournaments that I've put on. Something like that. I mean, I don't, yeah, that's gotta be somewhat close. So, huge shout out to Matcherino. Really appreciate that. There's also other ways that they facilitate money going into prize pools by letting you like advertise if you want people to follow you on Twitter or subscribe to your YouTube. It could be a great way to do that. I actually have an advertising campaign for my YouTube on Matcherino right now that can add like 20 cents to a prize pool. I don't know. I think it's really cool. I think Matcherino has been a huge part of the grassroots StarCraft scene. Without them, it would be, I think, a lot harder to put on a tournament. They really make that aspect of it very easy. Anyways, enough about their team. Let's talk about these players. I actually have no idea what to expect from Demi in this matchup. After that last match, I really don't know how Demi likes to play these days. Or what he wants to do against Terran. Future, usually a very solid player, just like doesn't do anything super crazy. Has it in him as a North American player, but I expect the relative standard from him. And we're actually seeing the weirdest thing here is this frontal wall, which I kind of assumed was going to be like the 2 racks opener that Beyond does, but it was not. And now these Hellions are popping out. They are going to be a little bit closer, so they'll get here a little sooner, but not that big of a difference. I'm very intrigued why Future has decided to go for this kind of wall. But so far is just pretty standard. A couple more racks going down for him back at home. Demi just chilling on Link Queen for the time being, pushing these Hellions away. I like that Demi took this third. I actually really like this third base. I see a lot of players not going for it. Instead going out here to the triangle and even taking this as a 4th. I don't know, it always feels really wonky to me when I see Zerg players expanding that direction. I feel like these gold minerals are so easy to mine through. Why not go for them? Demi gonna grab 1 Hellion as these guys try to retreat. Just the 1 drone going down, so not too much action on either side. Future, though, is going to have a very powerful army in a little bit here. Marines coming out. Not a lot of Marines out at the moment, but 1-1 is on the way. Stim is about to finish. Combat shields will be queued up behind that. Tanks, medevacs going to be on the way shortly. Oh my god, 12 drones going down. What am I missing here? This Liberator has 7 kills, and the Hellions and Reaper dove in and got 5 of their own. This Liberator continuing to get damage done. Lost mining time, lots of drone kills, and it escapes once again. It's not gonna, I feel like it's not gonna make it too much further. Can Future get this out of here? Oh my god, Demi gonna let him get it out of here. It's on 12 hit points, it has 9 kills. 14 drones went down, and that means that Demi has to focus on re-droning right now. And it's just going to put Demi pretty significantly behind. Future taking this third base, keeping up on the worker count right now is a real problem for Demi. This is so strange. Future putting... I feel like Future is set up and building buildings in different places than I ever see Terran players do this. Like, the wall at the front here, you just very rarely see this. Even the eBays at the natural feel weird. The armory at the third definitely feels weird. I'm very intrigued by this. If Future has a methodology to this madness, or maybe it's specific to this map. This map is a little bit weird in its layout. It's the weirdest map we have. The Future's just going to move right on out. Worth noting, never queued up that combat shield. It is not even started. Future maybe with a little bit of a misstep there, but not waiting for it is going to allow him to hit way earlier, and that 1-1 is finished. Ling's going to hit from the backside. The Bailings are slow, and they've been targeted down. The tanks are both going to go down, it looks like, but no, one actually stays up, and these Queens are no match for that many Stim Marines. GG gets called, and Future, with a very solid push, just kind of crushes through Demi. Demi not quite ready for it. And Future looking strong. Still felt a little weird. I feel like that whole game from Future felt kind of weird. Waiting for the lobby of game 2. Man, I really thought I ordered replacement headphone cable for these. Apparently I did not. Huh. Well, I'm going to buy a replacement headphone cable now because these cables are dying. And we're going to get into game 2. I'm hoping it's not my headphones that are dying. These are very, very good headphones. And I really don't want to have to pay like $200 for another decent pair of headphones. That would be unfortunate. You know, sometimes we just skate along with whatever we have for as long as possible. And I'm hoping a new headphone cable will sort us out. Hopefully not having to worry about headphone cables. In our lower right-hand corner, we have Maturino Esports' Future, who is currently in Korea. Studying, I believe. Or maybe just hanging out with the Koreans. Learning how to improve at the game. I hope so. I'd love to see Future come back and be one of, if not the best American player. She was very close to it at one point, but took a bit of a leave of absence to do some studying. His opponent in the upper left-hand corner has long been the best Indian player in StarCraft 2.
But he's also a chicken.
It's Demi. And apparently he's a man, but also a chicken. As Tron VQ 1989, Tron VQ, gifting a sub. Thank you. Maybe Tran. Maybe I should go with Tran. I like that better. I feel like that sounds better. Tran VQ, 1989. Thank you for giving us sub to Heavenly Vibes. I appreciate the support. Support is, you know, means a lot. Helps to keep the lights on. Reminds me I have to pay my electricity bill. Oh, thank you for the kind words. I have been really enjoying streaming and casting more. I can't cover ESL, the ESL Open Cup this week, sadly, but I will be covering that more and more. Hopefully, pretty much every week from here on out. So this was an early pool for Demi. And that means these Lings can sneak over here. Oh, they turned around for a second. Oh, Reaper trying to get some damage done. It's like it's on the other side of the map. It might as well. It gets one drone. It's going to run away. The delay on the hatchery forcing, or the delay on the CC rather, forcing a whole bunch of SCVs down here to help deflect this. I think I heard one Marine. Oh yeah, it's hiding in the middle of all these SCVs. Now the Marine needs to stay down there. Yep. But it's just the 4 Lings, so this is a lot of lost mining time. I think Demi should be feeling okay about that. Losing the drone is very painful. Oh no, and then the Reaper comes back in and gets the creep tumor again. That happened last game too. Future got the creep tumor. Flexing that Reaper micro. Thing's gonna come back in and be a little bit annoying until the Hellions get here. Future opening very similar to last game. Makes me wonder if we're going to see just the same kind of attack. Oh, it's already different, though. A medevac coming out. Oh? Okay, Future busting out some old strats. This is some OG stuff. I haven't seen a Hellbat attack in a while. It's been a hot minute. But alright, that's what the medevac is for. Demi building queens, building some Lings. Still droning up, though, and doesn't have any spine crawlers or anything. Has not deduced what is coming. I mean, why would you? But as I say that, the Overlord's going to come in, and Demi clicks on this armory, sees exactly what it is. Drops the Baneling Nest immediately. But that takes a long time to build. Queens and Ling's going to have to hold on in the meantime. Oh man, and this is already here. There's a few Marines with this as well. The Reaper stayed alive this whole time. Drones in a little bit of trouble. There's not a ton of drones. This is really nice work from Demi though, pulling a few of those units away, letting them run back, and then immediately going back to attack. Just trying to delay this attack from really doing any damage, and yeah, completely stops Future from getting this damage done. The drones are running away, and the Hellions are chasing. Guys, this is 5 drones. I'm pretty sure Future could have actually just fought these queens. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little wrong. This, I think, is fully worth the sacrifice for Demi. He's already droning up behind it. The Lings are out here now threatening to counter into Future's base, and I think they could force a cancel on the CC. I feel like Future needs to be a little bit wary of what's happening. I'm surprised we're not seeing any Banes back at home to try to help defend, but I guess the Lings are all out on the map, so that explains that. Hellions gonna dive back on in, try to get a few more drones. Did already kill those 5 out on the map. Demi continuing to drone though, building a couple of Banelings now just in case these decide to morph into Hellbats and push forward. It is a cloaked Banshee follow-up as well for Future. Demi does have some spores around and already building an Overseer though. Banshee gonna target down the Banelings, gets a couple, but does go down. I don't know if that was really worth it to lose that Banshee for the 2 Banes. And a Spire going down behind this for Demi. Ooh, Demi trying to take advantage of the lack of anti-air in Future's army. Obviously, Marines are gonna start coming out now, but there's not gonna be 20, 30 Marines by the time the Spire is done. It's just going to be a handful. And actually, even 20 Marines really wouldn't be that scary because those Marines would need to be home defending. I do like this move from Demi. I have not seen mutas against Terran in a while. I feel like mutas against Terran is not something you see too often, but off the back of a Hellbat Cloaked Banshee opening, I think it's a really smart play from Demi, who is also going heavier on the tech, maybe, than you normally would because of the delay on this 4th base. Future's going to have a pretty strong attack soon, though. 2nd tank popping out. More Marines coming out. They're going to come down to low ground shortly. These tanks need to reroute. Tanks need to be rerouted. Hellions poking at this 4th. Future wants to try to hit it. Combat shields in 1-1 are all almost finished. Muta's on the way out. I'm a little worried for Demi. I don't think he's realized that there's a push coming. I feel like you have to delay the mutas with the push on the way and just try to get these Lings and Banes going. There are a decent amount of Lings and Banes out, though. Tank's going to try to move up into position here, and oh no, the Banelings going to start getting blasted down by these units. Not a single one finishing their morph. There are a few Banes still around. The Muta's going to come in and try to help clean this up. And oh man, forcing a huge lift up. Demi does get the clear up. He's not going to be able to chase those medevacs right away. And the Mutas have now been spotted, so Future can prepare back at home. What, 6 more Mutas on the way and +1. Demi is not messing around with these Mutas, man. He is going hard in the paint for these guys. He's just going to be massing Mutas as much as possible. Future really needs to respect this, and I see 5 turrets in the production tab. That tells me Future is absolutely respecting it. I would not hate to see Drilling Claws start up and just Widow Mines coming out. Mutas, of course, can't really fight the Marines. Oh, there's not a lot of Banelings here. Mutas being targeted down, being transfused, but there's just not enough Mutas. And as these Mutas go down, all the Lings go down. Banelings coming out to try to push these Marines backwards. Oh, so many more Marines show up. 5 Mutas have already died. And that Muta count, it's up to 10, but that could be 15. Every Muta Future kills is a victory. Baneling's coming in. Ooh, 1 Baneling is about to connect. Great lift up from Future. He's going to boost out of there. Back to some reinforcement Marines. Mutas cannot follow. Oh, they're really starting to go down. Transfuses are good. They're going to hold on. The Ling's trying to chew through these Marines, and maybe Future overstayed his welcome. These medevacs are all dying. The Marines getting sent home. A lot of them have already stimmed. They'll save this medevac just barely. Future going to be able to stabilize. And the real problem for Demi is Future is up to 72 SCVs, and this 4th base is landing while all that was going on. So Demi holds on. He routes the attack. Delays the momentum of Future, but Future's got so much economy behind it. I don't know if it's going to matter. Muta's coming in trying to take down these turrets. Actually, only 1 is done, so Mutas could totally jump on that and kill it. And they will. Ooh, I said that, but the repair is a little too good. And that turret gets a kill and shoves those bad boys away. Only a couple SCVs going down. Future going to push once again through the bottom side here, heading towards this 5th base of Demi. 6th base, excuse me. 5th, 6th, one of those. There's that Drilling Claws I was talking about. Future trying to get into some Widow Mine production. Will be very, very scary for the Mutas. I feel like the Mutas... Okay, some more Mutas coming out. I was going to say, I don't know if we've seen more, but +2 is on the way for them. Demi's going to have to cancel this base, but might be able to come over and do some damage to this army. Future going to keep on pushing forward, has 1 tank and a few Widow Mines here. Just need to be a little bit careful. There's a lot of Lingbane Muta out for Demi. Could absolutely come in for a big surround on top of this army. That's what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to pick off the siege tank first. Gets the siege tank. You just sneak on out of there. It's a little bit less splash damage for Demi to deal with. Meantime, he's expanding to the top middle. Very close to Future's base. Oh, Demi's going to pull the trigger. Widowmine's going off. No splits here from Demi. And the Baneling's just going to chase these Marines off creep, taking as good of trades as they possibly can. Muta's coming in to push these away. It also makes it really difficult for Future to retreat in the medevacs. Morlings and Banes coming in, but oof. That looked like a big Widowmine hit to me and a lot of Banelings. Demi's going to have to pull on back as Future continues to pressure forward. There's so many Widowmines here. 6 of them with these reinforcements. Demi sending the Mutas to the north side, continuing to build them, trying to remake any that go down. Future just running around clearing creep right now, leaving a few Widowmines as an annoyance. Future going to take a 5th base here momentarily. Let's take a look at the trades. In Future's favor a little bit, but I think Demi has mined more. So this game feels very even right now. And a lot of it, I think, is going to come down to Baneling connections versus Widowmine connections. It's all about that splash damage right now. Ooh, Muta's going to dive on top of these missile turrets while the SCVs aren't here to repair. Not enough Marines coming in to fight. These are +2 attack Mutas, remember. They're actually pretty decent. Gonna jump on another missile turret and another one. Ooh, Big Daddy Thor is here, but Big Daddy Thor is getting magic boxed. A little bit. A lot of SCVs going down at the same time, though. Future's trying to move through the other side, trying to put some pressure onto Demi's 6th base. He will clean up these Lings and Banes. There's more behind that, though. Oh, the Baneling smashing into the Marauders. Widowmine's actually not really helping all that much. Man, those Marauders are doing so much work just absorbing Baneling hits. 3-3 is finished, so Demi is killing eBays that really are unlikely to ever research anything ever again. And in the meantime, Future is pushing forward onto this base, but Future has lost 20 SCVs. The CC is in a little bit of trouble. I think they'll be able to save it. Whoop. But that 5th base is a long ways from being established here for Future. He doesn't really have the worker count to do it either. He is going to force these drones off of the 6th base. But Demi's still pretty comfortably on 5. I would like to see him try to move back down here. There we go. Questions from Twitch chat, important questions. Does Demi have a hive? It's on the way. It's on the way. And +1 Flyer Carapace about to finish. Demi is really serious about these Mutas. There are 29 of them on the field right now. He's lost 19. Oh, Muta count's getting insane here. Now, that being said, Stim Marines with 3-3 and Widowmine support will crush Mutas. But missile turrets are no longer okay. They no longer handle it. It's all going to be about the Widowmines and about the Marines. Oh my god. Shuts down this planetary from being able to build any more SCVs. Ooh, Muta's running through. I'm hearing Muta's dying here. 5 more SCVs going down. Muta's flying into the main base now. That is not enough Marines, but it looks like Demi's going to run away anyways, just in case. Future deciding to put some pressure on across the map. Finally has that 5th base established and is mule hammering the crap out of it. But it's actually barely helping, only evening up that income. As Demi seems to be mining significantly more. He does trap the Mutas, though. And now Future's going to get on top of this base. He already took down 1/6. He's going to be able to take down another one. It looks like drones again evacuating. Can Demi punish him for this? Can he come in and crunch on top of this army? I think he's going to try. He's got oh my gosh, so much Ling Bane. It's insane. 80 Lings, 55 Banelings. Only 19 Mutas left on the field. +2 Carapaces on the way for them. Demi could try to switch back into them. He is banking a good bit of gas here. But right now he's focused on taking up that ground army. Ultra Cavern on the way, Adrenal on the way, as well as 3-3. Oof, Muta's really got to be careful here. Lingbei needs to come up and support this army. I'm really surprised Demi hasn't tried to take a fight. He's just been very, very patient. But he needs to stop Future from pushing into this fifth. This fifth is so important. Future's splitting the Marines. Just a few Banes going in at a time right now. Oh my god, and a huge Link counterattack. Widowmine's going to help here a good bit, but they're not going to stop all this on their own. Kind of a weird base tradey feel right now, but a lot of Marines going home for Demi, or for Future rather, to clean up these Lings. The Lings are just dying. 10 SCVs go down, but 10 drones went down, and that fifth base went down. These Banelings need to just run by that Thor. And Future, feeling confident with the damage he got, is going to pick up and leave. He secured his bases. Well, Muta's coming back in. They're absent for a little bit there. But as Future moves back out, the Mutas move back in. It's the Muta count out now. Still just 17. 3 Ultras on the way. This is Demi just trying to buy time to get some of those Ultras out. But there's 11 Marauders on the field. Future is not neglected to build some anti-Ultra units here. And he's trying to take this 6th base. Demi is desperately trying to get a 5th and a 6th up. He needs to get workers at these bases, but he's down to 61 drones. Future's done such a good job keeping his base count down in the last couple of minutes here. Demi, it felt like he was so far ahead, but he hasn't taken a good fight in a while. It has definitely been much better trades for Future. And while Future's economy was bad for a little bit, it's been a little bit more even lately. Still Demi favored. But I don't know if it's enough to make up for the 7,000 resources lost for Demi that Future has not lost. Both players starting to bank, both players near maxed. Again, it just comes down to Demi not being able to take those really good engagements that he's looking for. Baneling's going to roll in, smashing on the Thors quite a bit. There's so many more Banes behind this, and Demi just not pulling the trigger. He's being patient, but is he being too patient? There he goes. Finally says, all right, let's go for it. Can the Banelings get on top of the Marines? The answer is yes for the most part. But all of a sudden, all of those Lings are dead. The Ultras will be enough to push this away. And in the meantime, the Mutas have crushed this 5th base. All of the SCVs are dead. The Planetary is dead. And it looks like Demi's going to try to hit this base at the same time. Maybe hoping Future's more focused over on this side. Future, though, doesn't seem to be responding to these Mutas very much. Looks like he's going to lose yet another base, loses the Planetary and the Orbital that was next to it. A few Marines do come on over, but mostly Future's reinforcing this section, so I don't know if Demi wants to dive in on top of that. Demi decides to pull back. He's got a lot of Ultras out now. And these are 3/3 chitinous plating Ultras. These are no joke. I have actually not seen fully upgraded Ultras in a while. Last few times I've seen Ultras, they like came out without chitinous and then just kind of died because the game was already over. It's been kind of sad. I love to see Demi playing this style. It's so cool. We very rarely see anybody go heavy commitment into Mutas. These Mutas are on +3, +2, by the way. So as he makes more of them, they're very strong units. They have scaled with the rest of the army in a way we never really see. This is very good movement from Future, though. He doesn't have any ghosts in this army, but he is stutter-stepping for all he's got. And actually some bio units hitting from the top side, too, going to punish these Ultras for retreating. I don't actually think he's killed any, but he killed all their supporting units, and now they're running away. This base is going to die. And the Ultras are like, we can't actually do this alone. Lings need to be here. Banelings need to be here. Maybe even the Mutas should be here helping out. It's just the Lings, though. Still no Banelings, and the Widowmines just smacking these Lings in the face. Is it enough for Future? He's up 30 supply. I think it is enough for Future. More Ultras and more Lings start up for Demi, but Future realizes the momentum is on his side. He's only on 40 SCVs, but he thinks he's got enough to keep on pushing right now. And I think he is absolutely right. The Mutas come back finally, but it feels like it might be too late. I'm a little bit worried here for Demi. I feel like he's played such an excellent game, but Future's army is just too strong. The amount of medevacs here, 17 in the sky, is just insane. And Future is going to take this fight He's going to clean up those reinforcements, and he is going to win the series 2-0 as Demi taps out. What a game, though. That was one of the best games, best TVZs I've gotten to cast in a while. Really, really exciting. Demi bringing back that style of Lingbane Muta, which I feel like Lingbane Muta has been kind of gone for a while. I don't see it. And when I do see it, it's like 6 mutas and then kind of just move on. Demi, though, committing to the mutas, I think that was a great idea. Really, Future is generally going to be the favored player in that match. But Demi made it look much, much closer than I think a lot of people would have expected. Really, really sick game from Demi, man. Awesome game from both players. From both players. What a fun one. Whew.